Okay, guys. Okay, so now we're going to look at the physical properties of alcohol. So when we talk about physical properties, we have boiling point and we have solubility of alcohol in water. Okay, so ini adalah fun fact, bukan fun fact, popular facts. Okay, so we're going to look at boiling point first. So boiling point, it means that we are going to the point when we boil our liquid and it turns into gas. Okay, so it means that we are going to break the bonds between your liquid molecule so that it will be further apart. Okay, jadi gas in gas state. So we are going to talk about intermolecular forces. Okay, so you have to talk about IMF. So in alcohol, okay, if we look at the structure of alcohol, alcohol has an OH. Okay, you have an R group and you have OH. Okay, so the intermolecular forces in alcohol are hydrogen bonding between your OH groups. Okay, and then you have the van der Waals forces between the R group, the weak van der Waals forces. Ini hydrogen bonding ni very strong, okay, between R groups. So we're going to talk about those two. So let's see. Okay, so right here we have ethanol. Okay, ini ethanol 1 and ethanol 2. So we are discussing the intermolecular forces within ethanol. Okay, so first of all, we're going to look at the hydrogen bonding. Okay, the strong hydrogen bonding. You can have the hydrogen bonding between this oxygen. Okay, because this oxygen is attached to this hydrogen, so dia boleh ada hydrogen bonding with another hydrogen. Okay, okay. So ini pun this hydrogen, okay, ada oksigen kan, dia actually boleh buat lagi hydrogen bonding with another hydrogen. Okay, so hydrogen bonding is very strong. So hydrogen bonding between OH groups of ethanols. Okay, so van der Waals forces, the weak van der Waals forces, they are between your alkyl groups. Ini awak recall lah daripada chapter 5. Okay, van der Waals forces. Right, so lebih banyak hydrogen bond, lebih banyak van der Waals forces, akan lebih kuat lah punya intermolecular forces. So it is you need more energy to break this intermolecular force, this bond, this intermolecular force. Okay, so that you can form your gas. Okay, alright, so let's look here. Let's see if we have, okay, if you have to compare the boiling point between these two molecules. Okay, so if you look, awak cari dia punya persamaan dulu. Awak ada alkohol, okay, satu alkohol, and then awak cari dia punya perbezaan dia. Ini awak ada 2 karbon, ini ada 3 karbon. So apa yang membezakan dia? It is the molecular weight, okay, or the number of carbons, okay, in the carbon skeleton, okay, in this alcohol. So kalau between R groups, you have what intermolecular force? You have van der Waals forces. Okay, so you can see that lebih, if you have higher molecular weight, when the molecular weight increases, the strength of van der Waals forces increases. So maksudnya if you have another OH here, okay, van der Waals forces dia lebih besar daripada ethanol ni. Okay, so more energy is needed to break the IMF, and so the boiling point increases. Okay, alright, in this one here, this situation, if you have to compare the number of OH groups, so in this molecule, okay, we have 1 OH group, okay, and here you have 2 OH groups. Okay, why don't we talk about the molecular weight or the number of carbons in your alcohol? It's because hydrogen bonding punya intermolecular force is much more significant because it is stronger daripada van der Waals forces. So we're going to talk about hydrogen bonding. Okay, so as the number of OH groups increases, so more hydrogen bonds are formed between alcohol molecules. So this one here, this alcohol, this diol, can form more hydrogen bonding. Okay, sebab dia ada dua OH group. So stronger IMF lah. So more energy is needed to break the intermolecular forces. So boiling point also increases. Okay. So ini cuba fikir, how about ethanol? Okay, itu bukan ethanol. Ethanol, okay, versus propane. Propane. Sini. So they have similar molecular weights. So when you have to compare the boiling point between these two, what are you going to talk about? You can see slide number 30 to look at the answer, the explanation. Okay, so now we are going to talk about solubility in water. Soluble maksudnya apa? Maksudnya whether dia boleh dissolve in water and form aqueous ions lah, kan? Okay, so what makes your alcohol soluble? It is the OH group. Okay, if you can hydrogen bond, okay, you hydrogen bond with who? With water. Okay, that makes your that means that your alcohol can be soluble in water. But alcohol, you have your R group and you have the OH hydroxyl group, right? So the difference between these two is that the OH group, okay, is your electrophilic area. Your hydroxyl group is the hydrophilic area. Hydro maksudnya water, philic maksudnya dia suka water. So this is the part that will form hydrogen bonds with water that makes your alcohol soluble. But you also have the alkyl group, yang purple ni, your R group. Okay, it is hydrophobic area. Kenapa dia hydrophobic? Because it is non-polar. Okay, hydroxyl ni, it is polar. Water is polar. So likes dissolve like. So polar akan suka, boleh apa, attach dengan polar, boleh dissolve. Okay, yang ni non-polar, tak boleh dissolve with polar. Okay, so that means that we are going to have to look at these two areas lah, your hydrophilic area dengan hydrophobic area. Hydrophilic dengan hydrophobic. Yang hydrophilic akan make the alcohol more soluble in water sebab dia form hydrogen bonds with water. The hydrophobic area will make it less soluble because it does not form hydrogen bonds with water. It does not like water. Okay, so here is the explanation. So here you have ethanol, kan? This one is ethanol. It is a low molecular alcohol. Maksudnya dia ada dua carbon je. So satu carbon to 3 carbon dalam alcohol means you have small hydrophobic area. So part hydrophobic ni, tak sekali ni, kira kecil lah. So ethanol can completely dissolve in water because it can form hydrogen bonds with water molecules and it has a small hydrophobic area. So kiranya ethanol ni is still soluble in water lah. Let's say if you have butanol, kan? If you have butanol atau pentanol, okay, dia dah less soluble dah. Alright? Okay, so let's see. Okay, ini contohnya. Okay, apa persamaan dia when we want to talk about solubility? We are going to look at the hydrophobic area dengan hydrophilic area. So ini awak ada hydrophilic area yang boleh form hydrogen bonds. Okay, sama. Ini ada 2 carbon. Okay, so maksudnya dia low molecular alcohol. Ini 1, 2, 3, 4 carbon. This is a butanol. Okay, so the difference between these two is the hydrophobic area, the size of the alkyl group. So from ethanol to butanol, the size of alkyl group increases. So therefore, the hydrophobic area increases from ethanol to butanol. Thus, hydrogen bond with water molecule are hardly formed in siapa? butanol. So the solubility decreases from ethanol to butanol. So that is how you will write your answer, okay, your explanation. Okay, ini saya letak point je. Tapi saya dah cakap kan, from siapa to siapa. From siapa to siapa. Okay, you have to be specific. Okay, this is just a little information about phenol. Okay, phenol. Phenol, it is partially soluble. Maksudnya dia tak fully soluble. Dia soluble sikit in water when the temperature is below 66 degrees Celsius. Okay. Maksudnya below 66, dia bolehlah soluble sikit. Okay. Above 66 degrees Celsius, dia completely soluble. Maksudnya kalau awak nak dissolve phenol in water, you have to make sure the temperature is above 66 degrees Celsius lah. Okay. Okay. Thank you.